It's hard to get excited anymore. You know what I got excited about? I went into the toilet at work the other day, and some animal shit the toilet, you understand? Skid marks all over the toilet. Above the water line, okay? To give you an idea of what kind of creep we're dealing with. And I tell you what, I pull out the piss cannon, and I look at the shit on the side of the bowl like a tumor, and I'm bombarding it with radiation. And the more I clean, sometimes you clean the bowl completely clean, and I get this feeling of satisfaction. It's indescribable. I walk out of there like I just saved the patient. I'm on cloud 9. And then I realize there are real heroes out there. And then this like morbid depression sets in. I don't know. I need coffee. Ah, God almighty. Callahan here. Reporting for duty. Okay. Oh. It cuts right through your soul. Oh my God. And then, you know, and then I gotta watch this fucking Nick Wallenda cross the tightrope over the volcano in Nicaragua. Did anybody see this? I got news for you right now. When I was a kid, we had the flying Wallendas. You understand? These guys were out of their fucking minds. We used to call them the dying Wallendas because they were constantly dying! Who started it all? Carl? It was Carl Wallenda. Yeah, like back in like 1906, he started like in a circus. And he recruited his whole family to walk on the tightrope. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What was the thing? What was the big gag they did? It was like the 5-man pyramid. Like people sitting on chairs and they were balanced on top of each other. And the whole thing wound up like collapsing. And 3 people died. Oh, yeah. One guy fell, splattered on the floor. What did his son didn't his son fall and and he was paralyzed from the waist down. Oh, that's fantastic. I always wonder when people get paralyzed from the waist down, does that include the fucking dick too? Come on. Jesus Christ. I hope it doesn't include the dick too. Oh, sip of coffee from Mario. Then the other broad, wasn't it like a daughter-in-law or something was hanging onto the wire, so they rushed to get the safety net under her? She fell, she hit the safety net, bounced out of the safety net, and landed on her head. Massive head trauma going on here. You understand? Yeah. I think that now she sorts glass.
Clear glass here, green there, round there. I sort glass. That's my job. I learned the job slow, and now I know it by heart.
So thank you. Thank you, Carl, for your master plan. Oh, yeah. Then later on, like, one of them got electrocuted. The pole, like, you know that pole they carry? It hit, like, an electrical line. Yeah, good planning. Who was in charge of the planning on that one? He fucking fell off the rope like a fucking rotisserie chicken on the way down smoking. There you go. That's great. You couldn't call Con Ed before you did that one? Then the other one. Then, can you imagine this? They attempt the 5-chair pyramid again. And all I can imagine is like Carl at the dinner table, like everybody surrounding him, and Carl's like, well, we're going to attempt the 5-man pyramid again. And everybody's sitting around the table like, oh, can you pass me another glass of wine, please? Like, Dad, do we have to do this? Can you imagine? And they did the 5-man pyramid again, and I think it fell down again while they were practicing it. Yeah. Didn't his, like, daughter-in-law fall down and smash her face on the floor? She broke, like, every bone in her face. Yeah. Thanks, Pop. Thank you. Hey, I'm sorry, I suppose you didn't say to Mario in his wheelchair. Hey, Mario, what? He went out to the shop one day he's like, Dad, what are you doing? I'm building you a custom wheelchair to work on the tightrope. Huh? Yeah, it's like, thanks a lot, Dad. What do you want me to do? Go across on a fucking skateboard next? Anyway, then the great Carl Wallenda fell to his death. Do you understand? This whole family was just associated with death. And now you got this Nick Wallenda who's going to do this death-defying tightrope walk across a volcano in Nicaragua, an active volcano. Yeah. And I tune in. He's wearing a safety harness. I was like, oh, what? A safety harness? That's it. I can do that! I'll go up there and do that with a safety harness on. Disgraziato! Disgraziato! Nick Wallenda. That goes from being a death-defying amazing stunt to going to being like a ride at Great Adventure. As soon as you add the safety harness. Shame on him. Shame. I bet you Carl's spinning in his grave right now. Roll the theme song, will you? Thing. Yeah, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby, come on. Yo, the best will check your neck. First things first, man, you fuck with the worst. I'll be sticking pins in your head like a fucking nurse. Attack anybody who's slack with the fat Buddha stack. Get out of here! Get out of here! My piece. Oh yeah. That's nice. I can feel my disc herniation squeezing out the side. Yeah. Very exciting show today. We dug. We went back into the catacombs of the vault. Do you understand? That's what I want. I want a castle. Is that too much to ask? And in the castle, I want to have the catacombs. What was the catacombs? I know I've talked about this before, but I want to know. Was it like a cave underneath the castle? Yes, but nobody really knew. You could get lost in the catacombs. Can you imagine? And in the catacombs is where I'd hide the PC Engine collection. Do you understand? Oh yeah, that's probably the best place to hide it. I can hear the water, like the water droplets right now in the background when you're in the catacombs. And, you know, I put my PC Engine collection out there only to find out all the manuals virtually wrinkled overnight from the humidity. I don't know. What's going on down there in the catacombs? For Christ's sake. Anyhow, I had a revelation the other day, and I came up with the definitive list of the 5 greatest vertically scrolling shooters on HuCard! Oh my Christ. Oh my Christ. Oh baby, are you okay? Man. Okay. Whoa. All right. Okay. It's easy for me to pull out super CDs and CD-ROMs, isn't it though? Isn't it though? It's the greatest technical achievement of the PC Engine. Yeah, but we're stripping it back to brass tacks. This is where we get down to the little white PC Engine. Everybody can own it for a song. All right, this is the 8-bit Dragon Slayer. Okay? This is the golden age, folks. Take a walk with me through the golden age of 16-bit shooters on a cartridge chip. Yes. Yes. Developers like you can't even imagine. But we had a revelation. Do you understand? And I think this list might surprise you. And this is the definitive list. Did I mention that? Okay? I'm not going to come out here like some asshole YouTuber telling you, well, this is my list, and my list might be different from your list. So, you know, we can all share. No! This is it, baby! It's done! It's written in the annals! There we go. Whoa! Now, see, I don't know what's going on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's right. We can't start this list without talking about Superstar Soldier. It's on the list, right? And I'm going to tell you something right now. I pulled out my little Turbo Duo with the Turbo EverDrive. Is it called the EverDrive? Who the fuck knows? Anyhow, and I said, for Christ's sakes, everybody's getting on my case about Superstar Soldier. I get on my case about Superstar Soldier. Come on, give it another crack. Give it another crack. There's greatness about this game. It was, in Japan, was considered the greatest shooter on home console for a moment. Yeah, they don't lie over there. And here we go, a shooter, I don't know if anybody knows this, developed by who? Kaneko. Yes. The same people that brought you Airbuster, Nexer. Okay. What else? Yeah, Airbuster, Nexer, Superstar Soldier. And what else? Oh, fuck. Yes. And Star Parodia. Yes, Kaneko. All right, here we go. This is shooter royalty right here. So I'm going to tell you something right now. I started playing it and I had to shut it off. And for some reason, every time I start playing Superstar Soldier, I have to shut it off. I drop my piece. I don't know why. Okay, maybe it's because of the fact that when you die, you go back to the beginning of the level. Maybe it's the fact that, I'm sorry, level 2 and level 3 are just bland. It's true. They're bland. Okay. Now, if we're going to talk about Superstar Soldier, number one, the box art is absolutely amazing. I wish I could say the same for the TurboGrafx 16 version, which is utterly embarrassing to the United States of America. Yes. The play control is on. The music is incredible. The weapons are over the top. They're over the top. Okay? On paper, this is a monster of a game. But I cannot lie to you, when it's raw gut emotion, when I play this game, I gotta turn it off. So there you go. That's Superstar Soldier, and there's more to this story. We're not into the list yet. But what I want to do is I want to say something that I never knew until I started doing a little bit of research. Yes, we're talking about Final Soldier. Okay? Now, I know everybody loves to say, well, as Superstar Soldier was first, and then it was Final Soldier, and then of course we know it's Soldier Blank. They're all basically, they're not the same game, okay? And I know that sounds ridiculous. They're not. Did you know there's a different developer for each game? I never even realized this. It's Hudson Soft on the label. It's Hudson Soft on the label. Sure, they're the publisher. But if you dig a little deeper, Final Soldier was done by Now Productions. Like, how, what? Yeah, Now Productions. I don't know who they are. But number one, the box art is absolutely disgusting in my opinion. Yes. Now keep in mind, I like Final Soldier better than I like Superstar Soldier. Did he say that? Yes, I did. Interesting change with this game. You get to pick your weapon patterns. Right? At the beginning of the game. Interesting. This game has a smoothness to it. It has the music, the gameplay, the same. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. A little bland. Okay? A little bland. Something about Final Soldier doesn't really stand out from the rest. It's a little bit on the bland side. But it's a solid shooter and it's so much fun to play. So there we go. Kaneko Now Productions. Interesting. Now here's where things start to get crazy, and we have an honorable mention. Starting at number 5, we have an honorable mention. And it was such a toss-up between these two games, I gotta put it out there, guys. 1943 Kai. Oh, yeah. And I think the reason why, and we're talking about Nasdaq soft, and I think the reason why I get so excited when I talk about this game is because the big surprise that this game provides. It's 7 levels of mediocre 1943. And I won't say mediocre because 1940. It's the best of the 1943 games in my opinion. But I can't say that because I didn't play Strikers. So far from what I've played, and we're talking about arcade, dazzling. This game, dazzling. But when you get to the 7th level, right? You think you beat the game? I think I'm gonna beat the game. And then this game shifts into turbo, where your ship, they put like rocket boosters on it. You go from old World War, I don't know what, biplane, to they equip it with rockets. They launch you off, and next thing you know, this whole game transforms. Music transforms. Weapon transforms. Such a sweet surprise, and I went into this game not knowing that, and I was just like so excited by that. This is one of the games that truly gave me a little twist and a little tug on my nipples that really got me back in the mood, and for that I really placed this game up high on the list of vertically scrolling shooters. Let me tell you something about it. I go back and forth between horizontal and vertically scrolling shooters. At the end of the day, for me, vertically scrolling shooters are where it's at. It feels so natural, right? This is the way it started. It's Space Invaders scrolling. Let's face it. But before you have the bullet hell that you have now, for some reason that everybody's got to cram down your throat, you can't release a shooter unless it's bullet hell! These days, you had these more simplified shooters. I wish I could design you a shooter. I tell you right now. I always wanted to design a shooter, and one of the tropes would be the power-up. Like, you know how the power-up sometimes drifts down the screen? One of the things would be you shoot the power-up, and if you could stay, like, maybe it scrolls down the screen like this, but if you shoot it long enough, it explodes into a fucking mega bomb. Oh, I know. It's a great idea. Anybody listening? Nobody's listening. Nobody's listening. Here we go, guys. Number 5. It is, and it had to be. And I really thought about this. It had to be Gunhead.
Profile. Pulling the flag. Wind blaster.
Yeah, I know. I never include Blazing Lasers, Gunhead on my lists, but it's just undeniable. Can we stop already? Compile. Do you realize what we're talking about here? If I was going to get tattoos, all right, it would be Nasdaq Soft, Canico, well, maybe not now Productions, but you understand? Teoplan. I want these tattoos. Gunhead. compile. Okay? Now we're going to talk about, this is supposed to be the earliest of the Soldier games, right? I mean, before actually Star Soldier, right? This is after Star Soldier, before Superstar Soldier. I don't know. That's the lore. To tell you the truth, now that I know all the games are different developers, you can take the lore and stick it up your ass. Because now I'm just comparing them. Yeah, they're not related to each other. Maybe in the story. Who the fuck cares about the story? The only place you're going to find the story is in the goddamn manual. Anyhow. Maybe a little bit in the beginning of Superstar Soldier. I don't know. Here we go. The weapons. The music. Yes, the percussive music. Are you kidding me? You never heard. Listen, it wasn't until the Super Nintendo that I heard such percussion in the background, and this is where none of the Soldier games can match the percussion in this game. It's drum heavy. Can you imagine? Tom-toms. You know. Even though don't the Soldier games utilize a lot of cymbal crashes? Yes, they do. But here we go. The percussion, in a sense, driving percussion, amazing graphics and bosses. This is like, you know, everybody had the Blazing Laser experience. If you had a TurboGrafx, you just had blazing lasers, and what fun! You'd play some other game that would frustrate you to the point of, you know, wanting to jump out a window, and then you could always go back to blazing lasers for a bit of shooter fun, right? God Almighty! God Almighty! Number four. Let me take a look here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. This is always on, when people talk about top 10 greatest PC Engine shooters, this is always an honorable mention, isn't it? There is a love for this game that really is pretty impressive. And it shouldn't be impressive, because it's warranted. Yeah, it's Override. Oh, by the way, did we talk about the gunhead fucking artwork? The cover art? I mean, compare that to Blazing Lasers, shall we? Oh, Ishka. I can still remember seeing the TurboGrafx box for Blazing Lasers in Electronics Boutique and being like, yawn! Remember that? It was like black border, then orange border box, then black space with like a little, like a mothership in the middle, and then like your ship flying across. What? Or was it at a distance and it was shooting a laser? What? Look at it. Look at the scale of this. Look at the scale. What is going on? Beautiful architecture of the ship. Right. Same with Superstar Soldier. Had that same feel to it. Look at that. Yes. Wonderful artwork. So here we come to Override, and boy oh boy, is there something pure about this game or what? This game is nuts, number one. The speed of it. Oh my god, the speed of it. The music, it's alright. Okay? It's alright. It's not on the level of the Soldier games. No. The play control is on, baby. But it's the speed, it's the raw energy of this game. That's what I want to make clear here. Does it have weapons better than the Soldier games? No. It's just a solid, well-designed, vertically scrolling shooter that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, baby. Oh, yeah. A lot of fun. And I love the super weapon. I love the concept of the super weapon. Yeah. Let go of the fire button, and it charges your super weapon. Fantastic. Yeah. And with all the madness going on the screen, you earn that super weapon. And you can almost ride that super weapon like a wave and keep doing it over and over again and play the game in a completely different strategy. I want to know if there's somebody that's beaten this. That's my challenge. Beat the game with the super weapon alone. It can be done. I'm certain of it. Interesting. Number 3. When you talk about a game like this, there's a level of prestige here. There's a level of almost black magic. Do you understand? I don't know. There's an aura about this game. And coming in at number 3, right down to the name, Tatsujin. Oh, yeah. Teo Plan. Wait a second. Where am I going? Override. Data East, huh? Wow. Data East putting out a powerhouse shooter. Yes, they are. But right back to it, we're talking Teo Plan. Okay? What's so interesting about Tatsujin? The graphics are clean. Okay? Now, number 1, I'm going to tell you something right now. When I popped on my Turbo Duo, I started playing Superstar. I'm on the couch with my son. He's driving me bananas. But I said, let me play a little Superstar Soldier. Yeah, right. I started playing. I got bored to death. Then I went over to Legendary Axe. Okay? And I got to the part in Legendary Axe that absolutely drives me fucking bananas. And then I shut that off. And by chance, I landed on Tatsujin, and I started playing, and I could not stop. What does that tell you? That tells you everything you need to know. The game is difficult. Oh, is it ever difficult? But it's such a rewarding game to play, and I'll tell you why. Number 1, you turn it on, and you're greeted with that. It's like 1980s aerobics music. I'm sorry. It's like disco. It's like chipset disco music. Is it not? What is it about this music is so different from anything else? But here we go. It's the slow burn on the power-up system. You get power-ups and sometimes nothing even happens to your gun. But eventually the gun powers up to a level where it gets to fucking plain insanity. And I can't even tell you right now what weapon I prefer more. The lightning or the massive bullet strike that you eventually get. Where it's just showering the enemy with bullets. It's fantastic. And you feel like you've earned it. A lot of games piss me off. Okay? I turn on Christ! My 45-year-old brain. I turn on Serial Spriggan. I turn on Spriggan. And they're loading me up with power-ups. And I go, wow, what, how, what, which one, this, that? And I get upset. I turn on Gunhead. And they're throwing power-ups at me left and right. You would think that would be something that a player would enjoy. I don't. And this is where Tatsujin has something in common with Raiden, a game that I've only recently started to appreciate. Yes, Raiden on the chip, which we don't have yet, by the way. So, which we do want to get. And Raiden on the chip might have been on this list. Raiden has that slow accumulation of a power-up that keeps on growing until it turns into something that's incredible. Raiden rewards you for hanging in there. You get this power-up, you power it up very slowly, and then it turns into a magnificent weapon. Same here. And that draws you in. I want to get that weapon. Because when you get that weapon, you're almost unstoppable. And when you lose that weapon... sip of coffee for Tatsujin. Yes, and the skull bomb. You get the wonderful skull bomb. Look at the cover art, guys. The music, the cover art, the graphics. And I don't even mind the irritating every time you die. You know how they close the window on you and then open it back up again? Tatsujin number 3. God damn it! Woo! And what's going on with that cover art? What's happening here? I don't know. That brings us to the final installment in the Soldier series. Okay? Oh, and by the way, you might want to put a fucking second mortgage on your house to buy this one right now. What are we talking about? A $400 game now? For cripe's sake? Override's probably over $100. Gunhead you could probably nail for $60, $70. 1943 over $100. Final Soldier, very affordable. Probably $50, $60, right? And then Superstar Soldier, yeah, $60, $70. I'm guessing. Okay. And this next one right here is definitely going to be over $100, but it's worth every single fucking penny you got, baby. Yeah, it's Soldier Blade, baby. Now, what separates Soldier Blade from Superstar Soldier and Final Soldier? I'll tell you right now. This one's developed and published by Hudson Soft. That's right. Hudson Soft. Okay, and this is why this one rises to the top. Music, ship design, gameplay, all play control, all the same. Not the same style. Music incredible. On all of these games, music incredible. Cover art, absolutely fucking amazing. Yes. Yes, this is the package deal. And what a fun shooter to play. I don't know how to explain to you. It's fast. The weapon system's fantastic. I love that you power up, and when you get the final power up to your weapon, an additional power up of the same color turns into a super bomb. I love it. I love when you get hit, it powers down your weapon, almost like an energy bar. It's perfect. Great form of punishment without being too merciless on you. You don't have to start at the beginning of the board. Yeah, fuck you. All right? That's why I can't play Super R-Type. Super R-Type would be a completely different game. They didn't start you back at the beginning of the board. Yeah, okay. Why don't you crack a ruler over my knuckles while you're at it? Okay? Come on! This is the Magic Soldier game. I'm not going to lie to you right now. This is the Magical Soldier game, and that's why it comes in at number 2. The way it's designed, the board design, the extra step, the bit of story in there. That's it. Just gleeful game to play. Shooter fans, this is a period for shooters that was absolutely fantastic. This is a well-crafted shooter, and that's all there is to it. You got small sprites. You got the small sprites running patterns, which is so much fun. You got the big sprites coming in, launching big missiles at you. A lot of fun. You're dealing with this kind of thing. It's like, it's just incredible. It's fast paced. Here we go. Number 1 vertically scrolling shooter on Q card for the PC Engine. You ready for this one? Shocking moment right here. I'm going to tell you right now. It's probably the most affordable game on the list. How about that? That's a nice change of pace. Not for the faint of heart. No, it's not. But if you play this game to the end, I'm going to make you a promise. If you play this game to the end, not only will it transform you as a player, but it will transform your attitude towards your favorite vertically scrolling shooter of all time. Yes, that's right. It's Image Fight. It's Image Fight. How powerful. The game that inspired me to foam from the mouth. The game that inspired so many other shooters. There are so many other shooters. Off the top of my head, if I wasn't so old and senile, Raiden Silvergun. Okay, that's about it. No, But every time I do research on a shooter, for some reason, I find out it was inspired by Image Fight. The hooks of this game go so deep into the genre that it's almost beyond ridiculous. Yeah. And what am I going to tell you about this game? Music. Graphics. Okay. Story? I didn't see one. What's going to grab you about this game is its design. This game was designed by masters. You understand? This is the samurai sword of shooters. Yes. This is the first game that I played for the PC Engine where I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, I knew what these guys were thinking. I got into the Zen mode where I was like, I know what the developers were thinking. And I understood their thinking moving into future levels. I understood what they were going to do next. It almost became like a telepathy or a mind meld between me and the people that designed the game. I was there when Chu was behind his computer at his cubicle designing Image Fight. Okay? Smoking one cigarette after another. Plotting and planning. Every level with so creative and this, you know what, this one's for Chew. Have a nice day. But just a level of I don't know, passion for his craft. All right, this game like I tell you right now. There's such a feeling of satisfaction. I never beat Image Fight. I wish I could sit here and tell you I did. But my greatest accomplishment, this game is crazy. The concept of this game is crazy. You are flying a simulator for the first 5 levels. Yes. And you have to pass each level with a 90% completion or more to finally be able to play the actual shooter. This is great concept. So you're in a training course here, just to see if you can actually go, if you are the pilot for the job. I love that. And if you fail, you go to the penalty zone. Okay? The penalty zone is like getting married and having 3 children. Do you understand? And everybody's screaming at you at once. The level of stress you can't even comprehend. And I am my proudest moment was actually getting through the penalty zone. I don't care about beating the game! I got to the penalty zone! And I came out on the other side. Go to the penalty zone and then you can come talk to me. The wonderful thing about this game is unlimited continues. That's right. You can keep on plugging away. Checkpoints. Yes. I can keep on plugging away and plugging away and plugging away until my last hair follicle has fallen out. I'm in. If you put me back at the beginning of the board, I'm out. Take this game, throw it in the garbage. It's not number 1 anymore. You wanna give me 5 continues and then I'm out? Take this game and throw it in the garbage. A moron. You understand? Like me. There's some people that play shooters, I don't know, they're blindfolded, they have one hand behind their back. They could still beat shooters. I've seen these people. They're like robots. Alright? I'm not. I'm an idiot. But you give me enough tries, and I'll finally be able to figure it out. My moron brain can figure it out after a while. Well, guess what? That's Image Fight. Gameplay, terrific. Weapons, outstanding. You get these options, they move this way, they move that way. I mean, what are you going to do? You get these power-ups that clip onto the front of your ship, very interesting. A bunch of different ones that you could use very strategically for different levels. Very, very good. Very good. Yes, folks. Image Fight. Picture time for the number 1. I do to give you fuckers stereo sound? Oh. Fucking shit I do. It's unreal. We got our treasured, our absolutely treasured Turbo Duo RX out here for you today. Yes. Got a couple of... Yes, Image Fight. I think you could have Image Fight for as little as $40 if you did a little careful planning. $50 if you wanted to be a fucking mamook. There she is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at her. There she is. All right. Here we go. I want you to understand how brave it is for me to get on here and play some Image Fight for you right now after not having played it in I don't know how long. It's a level of bravery here that you must comprehend. Okay. Let's do it. Oh. IRIM! That's what we didn't talk about. IRIM! We just talked about it. Where's the music? Whoa! Not so fast! Yes. Join me for this wonderful game. All right. Normal auto shot. Give me the auto shot, will ya? Give me some more juice, will ya? Oh yeah, speed control. I'm in. Oh yeah, still got it. Look at that wonderful weapon. That little, out of here. Out of here. Yes, your little side option, which moves opposite the direction that you move. Interesting. Those are a pain in my cunt! Oh, look, we got to a checkpoint. How about us? Oh, maybe not. Oh! Oh! Boy! Because even if you look at the graphics, we need a little more speed, don't we? Yeah. Even if you look at the graphics, a little raggedy. Give me that thing. Oh, come on. Give me another shot, will you? And that's what this game is all about. It's constantly giving yourself another shot. I want to go for it. Alright, this guy's over here, right? We got it this time. This guy's over here. Get rid of him. Get rid of him while we're at it. Yes. We're learning. We're learning. You see, that's what it's all about. Learning. This guy. Oh, no. Out of here. Out of here. Oh, then these pricks. You ready for this? You got to stay off to the side. Yes. Out of here. Out of here. Off to the side. Ah! Off to the side. Yes. Yes. You gotta wake up earlier in the morning. Here we go. Oh, we got one stationary, one moving. Okay, okay. I'm in. This weapon, don't be fooled. Not very powerful. I'm almost glad we lost it. Do we want it? Do we want it? We'll take it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Damn it! Massive cut. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Get out of here, bitch. Out of here, bitch. Out of here, bitch. Here we go. No, we're sticking with this? Are we sticking with this? Oh, mistake, 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 mistake. No! Oh! Okay, here we go. We're getting number 2 over here. We're getting in. We're getting in. Pinhead 1000, still got it! Let's see what percentage we got. We're 99%! We're in! No penalty zone for me! Okay, here we go. This is where the rubber meets the road. I'm sticking with this. Oh! Fully equipped. Yes, the floating battleship. You gotta love it. That's Irem. That's classic Irem. Okay, okay. Relax. Just be calm. Calm, cool, collected. Yes, yes. Yes. We're okay. We're okay. Alright. Alright. I'm stressed out already. Listen, I could sit here all day. You understand? All day with this game. Anyhow. Guys. Do you even understand that you just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization? Do you understand that? You better believe that. With the 4K face! We'll see you next time.